Janice, just give us, opening remarks, about your general thoughts of the game.
Wow, that was fun. That was a lot of fun, and it's more fun when you come out on top. But Montclair is a very good team. A team coming from the Final Four last year. They shot the lights out, and with gets down to the end of the game there, possession by possession, and the clock management and everything, and it just went in our favor. So I'm very excited and so happy for these girls and our team, and wow.
Is that it? You done?
No.
Janice, why MiKayla this weekend when she hasn't played much over the last couple weeks?
Yeah.
Am I fair about that?
Yes, you're very fair.
Okay.
MiKayla played strong for us in probably the first 3 quarters of the season, and as games got tight, and Cleese Harris stays out of foul trouble, and Emily O'Donnell does really well for us typically. Then we don't really get to MiKayla if they both stay out of foul trouble and are playing well. Today was a mismatch problem for us with Emily out there with just speed and their guards and their shooting, and MiKayla played lights out yesterday, so I said, hey, let's go with it, and she played lights out again today.
MiKayla, I want to follow up with that, just the fact that you haven't been playing well. Now you're stepping into this role. Tell us your thoughts going in today, this weekend.
Well, I know that these games are huge and they mean everything for everybody, and I love this team so much, and I love our seniors, and I really do not want this season to be anywhere close to over. So once I got in the game, I just played my best and hoped for the best.
Let me ask you had the block on the shot before the 3. Kind of take me through that sequence, because you're thinking you make a block that here we go, and now the ball winds up in her hands and goes in. What are you thinking as that play unfolds?
Just hoping that we win. I mean, I know that the game's not over until the buzzer buzzes. So I just try and play my best every minute.
Yeah, to go along with that, we were trying to just stop their threes, and as I told all of them, get out on the shooters, and another reason we had MiKayla in was for her long arms, and I think she did a great job, and getting out and getting that block, because I'm sure she still had that in her head, no shooters.
I say you also had the block at the end at the end going in, so I guess it worked out on both ends of the floor. Shannon, after they make the 3, tell us what was going on in the huddle as you guys went back to the bench, as you kind of prepared for it.
Obviously all of us were a little shocked. We weren't expecting it to end up going that way, but you just have to regroup, refocus, and we just talked about how we have 5 minutes to just take over and take control, and that's what we were determined to do. So we just regrouped and won.
Shannon, what have you seen from MiKayla, from the beginning of the season to now?
She's definitely improved a lot. I think, especially looking at myself as a freshman and coming in and playing right away, it's very nerve-wracking, and I think that was a big thing with MiKayla. You're nervous, you're playing a lot against older girls, but I've seen her grow so much, and playing against the best players in our conference, I think that she just has completely gained her confidence, I think.
MiKayla, Cleese talked to you a whole bunch when you were out there on the floor. How important was she to you, and what kind of things did she tell you?
Well, I love Kel. She was just, when I missed the shot and I saw her up on the block, I kept apologizing. I was like, you should have passed me the ball. And she was like, no, you should have shot that. It was a great shot. It's just like some shots don't go in. And she just keeps me motivated, keeps me she doesn't let me get down on myself. So I really appreciate her.
Shannon, I asked Jane and Alicia this about last night's game. What does tonight's win mean to your team?
Well, I think it's easy to say this is a complete dream come true. I never thought, sorry, I'm gonna get a little emotional. I never imagined being in this position, so it just means a lot. Sorry.
That's okay.
I can't even like
Coach
control my
Luck,
emotions.
last night you
So
talked-
that explains it.
Last night, Coach said that you guys belong here and are going to make a deep run. How do you feel tonight?
I feel like I was right. I mean, Montclair went to the Final Four last year. I know they're missing one of their best players, but you know, they've been there. You know, Sweet 16. You know, NCAA tournament 3 years in a row, I think. You know, and it was a battle. It wasn't like, you know, we hit a buzzer beater to win it. You know, it wasn't like we were down 15. You know, so it was a battle today. It could have been anybody's game, and I think that we're competing with the best.
That's what I was going to ask you. What did you? I'm guessing that tonight, with everything this much at stake, that they fall behind. You fell behind by, I don't know, 5 or 6. 5. What did you see from them after they fell behind?
Determination. So, you know, we were down, and you know they were hitting the threes, and you know, basically I was just saying we got to get it inside. We got to go hard to the basket, and I think we did that. And they didn't fold. There was a brief moment where I did have to raise my voice just a little bit in a timeout because there was just some, you know, people were feeling down on themselves. And
Was this at the end of regulation or before that?
Second quarter.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it was early, and we talked about it at halftime as well. You know, like that this, you know, we knew they're a team that makes runs. This is going to be a battle. You know, there's you know 32 teams left in the country playing, so it's going to be tough. And we knew this coming in, so we're just going to stay at it and anchor away.
You were concerned about their pressure. How do you think your girls handled that?
I thought we handled it way better. Way better than I expected. I mean, we had to shift some people around. There were some iffy possessions, but I don't think that threw us off that much. I think their 3-point shooting is what got us the most.
Was Jane sick?
Was Jane sick?
Yes.
She does have a cold. She's not feeling well this morning. I know she took some NyQuil last night, and so she's a little under the weather.
Is that why her minutes were limited?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, she looked tired, a little dehydrated, back-to-back games, and with all the cold medicine, and you know, she was feeling all that pressure out there as well. So giving her a few breathers here and there, just kind of refocus and get her legs back and get back out there.
Were you tempted to put her in at the even in overtime, or to put her in more as your playmaker?
I did. So we had her and MiKayla kind of switching back and forth, and then there was a possession with about a minute left that I was actually going to get her in for Kelly Harris, so that we had ball handlers and, you know, someone who could like kind of keep us all in check. But the whistle didn't go at the right time, and we just went with who was in. So, yeah, I mean, I could have, and I kind of want to just go with the momentum at the time.
MiKayla, last thing for me. Have you ever played in a more pressurized game? I mean, you played in the county championship games, but I mean, has there been, you know, when you were in the state semifinals, I mean, did you feel more pressure tonight than that?
Well, I played in very high-end basketball players with D1 players from my AU team, and
There was pressure in that in those tournaments?
oh yeah,
Really?
like crazy.
Okay.
But this is definitely the most pressure ever, especially being as a freshman playing in a college game.
Janice, can you talk about Shannon's growth this year as not necessarily in terms of a player, but as a leader? Watching that game, I felt like she was really the anchor for the team and held everything together.
Yeah, experience helped a lot. You know, we have a mix of years on this team, and Shannon and I speak often about her leadership, and I think she grows every day, and you know, she has confidence in me and guiding her in the right direction, and she's grown tremendously. I mean, we've had our battles when I'm trying to just her frustration with her shot, or you know, not getting the foul call, and kind of just letting her emotions take over. Where freshman year, you know, I'm like yanking her out of the game, and you know, now it's just like, you know, she's helping me keep the other players in check. So she's made a complete 180, and it showed tonight. And you know, there was no frustration, and she doesn't let other people get frustrated now. So she's been tremendous as a leader for us, especially on the floor.
Shannon, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead, Roger. Go ahead.
I was just saying, last thing from me, Shannon. Could you kind of follow up on that and kind of what your thought was the whole game? And
I think I definitely have struggled this season controlling my emotions. I'm a very passionate player, so it was key going into this tournament and even going into playoffs for our conference for me to just constantly remind myself to just stay calm. We're going to win. I'm very confident that we're going to win games, and my teammates are going to be there to pick me up if I mess up. So that's what really matters, and I just am trying to stay focused on controlling my emotions and hopefully helping everyone else stay in check as well.
Shannon, 45 minutes, you didn't come out. Are you tired?
I am exhausted, but it was worth it. At one point I said to the bench, I'm so tired, and they all said to me, you can't be tired, it's the NCAA tournament. And I said,
do you remember who said that?
Anaya. And I said, you're right, it's the NCAA tournament. And I said, I'm not tired. You're right, I'm not tired. So I'm tired now, but I wasn't tired then.
Janice, last question. Going forward, it's the first for the program getting to this spot. Anything you maybe look to rely on, maybe talk to people, maybe approach it differently?
Yeah, I think even after last night's win, it was our first NCAA win, and we've been breaking history all season, so I feel like the girls will be fine. But I have a lot of colleagues that are cheering us on that didn't make the tournament. Or even our own conference coaches emailing me, saying good luck, let's go. People that have been to the Final Four. People that played yesterday, maybe didn't advance today, saying great win last night and good luck tonight, sending me their thoughts on Montclair. So I have lots of colleagues that can help me out with any advice that I might need for our next opponent, as well as things that might change as we continue to to win and move on. But the way I see it, each weekend is a mini tournament. We won this weekend, we're moving on to the next, and what we did this week as far as preparation and days off and rest and scouting seemed to work for us, and we're going to do it again.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.